Hi everyone. So I wanted to touch base on everything that's going on this week. It's a very, very busy week. Um, I have a 3-day weekend, not on purpose for what's going on, but my daughter has surgery Thursday morning. She's having tubes put in her ears, and I'm a little nervous mama about that. And then on Thursday we have the abuse walk that's going to be at 4:45 at Hurley's. We're going to walk down to the courthouse in Towanda, and then 6 o'clock is going to start the speeches where I'm the primary speaker. So I'm really super nervous about this, and I know I probably shouldn't be because I do these videos all the time, and I have been doing these videos for a couple years, and but it's way different when you're in front of a crowd of people, and like part of me secretly hopes that not many people show up because I'm so nervous. But I do hope that a lot of people show up because we need to talk about this as a community, and we need to get the awareness out there, and there's not much awareness for this. And it shouldn't be just April. I mean, this should be all the time. Some people should be bringing awareness to this matter of child abuse. And I'm getting over a cold, so bear with me. But I also wanted to say that recently I jumped from like 200 and some friends to like almost over 350. And I don't know if it's because my videos are being viewed or people are talking about things or what, but I know I sent a few requests, but I don't think I've sent that many. And I get messages, do I know you? No, you don't, not personally. At least I don't think so anyway. Some of you may, but I am just trying to expand my audience, I guess you could say. So if I'm a part of a group for like child abuse awareness, and I see like, hey, they said something that was really cool, they might like my page, I'll send you a friend request, and if you don't want to add me, it's fine. But I just am trying to expand my audience to raise as much awareness as possible about child abuse, because that's what it's all about for me in this page. So I wanted to touch base on that. And also, like, if you send me a message, I have been absolutely overwhelmed with messages, and my good friend Megan tried showing me how to set up my away messages, and I was trying, but I was like half asleep because I was coming off third shift. So I don't know if I was doing it wrong or I just read her instructions wrong or what happened, but I can't keep up with the messages. So if I don't reply to you right away, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not like that stuck up person, and I'm definitely not a robot. You can see me. But I just can't keep up with the messages. I'm a working mom. I have a family also, and 2 dogs. I have 4 kids too, and I help take care of my dad who has dementia. So I'm a very busy person, but I try to uh, respond to messages as much as I can or as quickly as I can, because you get that little button on your page if you reply in a certain amount of time, and if you don't, then they take the button away, and it's just like an ongoing battle with Facebook. But I am trying to keep up with everything, and please don't be offended if I can't get back to you right away, or if I don't respond at all, it seems, until like a week later. I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm just trying to keep up with everything because the messages have been like very fast all of a sudden, and I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed. So back to the walk on Thursday. If you are in the area, you're welcome to do the walk with us. If you are a victim, or I call it survivor, but if you are a child abuse or violence abuse victim, we ask that you wear a red shirt. You don't have to, but it's a symbol if you would like to do that. If you aren't able to come, I am going to be having somebody, I'm going to be going live during the walk myself, and I'm gonna, from what I gather, I've only met one of the people that's going to be in the walk with me, and she seems like an absolute sweetheart so far. So I'm excited to start this new journey. I'm excited to start with meeting new people, but I'm also nervous because this is the first time locally that I've talk to like a public group of like adults and potentially kids, and like I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous that maybe one of my abusers might show up because they've been known to kind of do these things. Um, so I am nervous about that, but I also have confidence just in talking to that one person that I've met so far that I'm safe and I'm going to be okay, and I have a voice, and she's done a really good job at making me feel comfortable with my story. So I know that I'm going to be safe. And it's going to be on the front lawn of the courthouse. So I would assume that nobody would try anything stupid. But I definitely am a little bit nervous. So I'm going to go live during the walk. And while everybody else is doing their speech, I'm going to try to go live myself. Once I go up to do my speech, I'm going to pass my phone over to hopefully one of my good friends that's going to be there. If not, I'm sure I'll find somebody that I know there that can hold my phone and do the live feed for me. My speech, I'm estimating, is going to be about 15 to 20 minutes long, as long as I don't croak or choke up. So make sure that if you can't attend, I know I do have friends on here that aren't from the area. Some are states away. Now I've got people even in other countries, so that's really cool to me. I've got, I have people in Sweden. I have somebody who has messaged me who is from Ireland. I also have somebody who's messaged me who is from Russia, and this is really amazing to me because I thought I was just gonna like expand my audience to like United States and like start from there, because this whole thing has been really small up until this point. But I've got people from other countries who now are like on my page and who message me, and it really opens your eyes that this isn't just in America, this isn't just in the United States that this happens. This is all over the world. This is a worldwide issue, and it needs attention immediately. It needed attention like yesterday. And as many people as I can reach, if I can help one child, my life will be complete if I can help one. And I said that when I started these videos when I was 26 years old. That was 4 years ago. I'm almost 30. So, but if I can reach one child and you can reach one child, that's 2 children. So imagine what you can do just by telling one person, and then they tell somebody. It will multiply and it will spread like wildfire. That we need to protect our children. We need to say something if we see something or we think something is wrong in a situation. We need to learn the signs to look for in child abuse. If you even have a little bit of a suspicion, be that child's friend, talk to that child, get that child, to respect you enough that maybe they might feel comfortable telling you some things that are going on with them that's wrong. Like, I know when I was a kid, I didn't have anybody that really came up to me and said, hey, like my teachers, nothing, like said, hey, is everything okay? Like I see, nobody really befriended me. If anything, I was bullied in high school because I was really reserved. I did have some issues where I had problems with like peer interactions. I had those issues when I was a kid, and nobody approached me to try and befriend me to see what was wrong. And I can 100%, 1,000% guarantee that if somebody would have done that, they would have known that something was wrong. Actually, I will change my statement. I won't say nobody. One person did, and she is still my best friend till this day. We've been best friends since 4th grade. And she did help me tremendously. There's times where, I was being abused, and I would talk my mom into letting me go stay with her for like the weekend or whatever, just to get out of the situation. And for some reason, my mom wouldn't let me go to my dad's house. That was a punishment for me. However, if I ever wanted to go to this friend's house and my friend's mom would say, yes, it's okay to like to spend the night or spend the weekend or like over the summer, a few days or whatever, or even just for the day, my mom would almost always say yes to this. So I don't know why, but she always did. And this girl has been my best friend since fourth grade. I do have another friend who has been a good friend of mine since fourth grade. I don't want to say best friend because I don't know if she really feels that way towards me. But we played in band together in elementary school, and I still have the picture as proof, as blackmail, and she knows who she is. But I do, I do have a few friends. I think, though, that people just aren't really as educated as they should be about child abuse and the signs to look for. And it happens all the time on a daily basis, right in our own backyard sometimes. And you don't even realize that you don't know. Imagine what you could do with all that knowledge of, what signs to look for, what things to do if you do see something. How many of you know the number for Childline? How many of you even know about Childline? You don't have to be a mandated reporter to call that number. If you see something is wrong, you can call Childline. Anybody can be a reporter of child abuse. You don't have to be a mandated reporter to do that. And actually, I plan on, I'm going to be posting the number for Childline at some point when I get a minute to write it down off my phone so I can put it on there. But you don't have to be a mandated reporter. You can just Childline anything. If you see that there's some form of abuse or you feel like there might be, Childline it. If you're wrong, great, because that means that you at least did the right thing, and you in good conscience can go to bed that night and know that you did the right thing. And if you were right and there's something going on, you're going to feel so much better about yourself that you didn't, or that you called rather than didn't call. Because if you didn't call and there was something going on and something happened to that kid, you're going to have to live with that the rest of your life. I cannot stress enough, see something, say something, and hopefully, we can get this awareness out and get everybody aware of all this stuff. So this is something I'm really, really passionate about, and my husband and I have discussed all this new stuff I'm doing, and actually I was a little nervous about telling him. He brought it up to me, which is why I love him to death, because he does pay attention. He knows what's going on, even if I don't say something. But when I found out I was going to be speaking and doing this walk, I waited to tell him. I was actually going to tell him until the last minute. And he said, "So are you nervous about your speech?" And I'm like, "What speech?" And he knew exactly I knew exactly what he was talking about. I was just being silly. But he's aware of everything. He knows my story. And today I actually, for the first time since I started talking about all this stuff 4 years ago, I broke it to my dad at what I've been doing. So I feel like I just came out of the closet a little bit. And I was nervous because my dad doesn't always comprehend these things, and he kind of gets rambling on about stories, and I was really, really nervous that he would just kind of he's tends to be kind of judgmental at times when we try to do new things, but my dad knows exactly what we went through as kids, and he could tell stories that would make your skin crawl. And I'm sure he knows about things that I'm probably forgetting or I've pushed way back in my memory. So, he knows what we went through, but he doesn't know everything. So I was a little bit nervous that he might find out about what I'm talking about. So I did approach him today and I talked to him about it. And was able to open up to him about that, and it actually went way better than I thought it was going to, because he's like, I know you went through a lot of that stuff, and he started telling a few stories or whatever. That's how dad is. And he told me he was proud of me, and that's something I haven't really heard much. My dad loves all of us girls, but he has a hard time expressing how he's feeling sometimes, I think. And I know that he's proud of us, by how he acts, but I've never, maybe once or twice, I haven't really heard very often that he's proud of me, those words coming out of his mouth. So that meant a lot to me, and that kind of put a little pep in my step for Thursday. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope to see you on Thursday. If I don't, I hope that you can tune in and watch live. If not, you can watch it later. Please remember to share my page, invite your friends. I also have my YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. The more subscriptions I get, I can get closer to monetizing my videos. And once I can monetize my videos, I'll start receiving money for my videos. And I'm going to be putting that money back into the Child Abuse Awareness Fund. So I'm going to be like making posters. I'll start making different signs. And that's just going to be all towards raising awareness. I'm not really sure where I'm going with that yet, but whatever money that I receive from my YouTube channel or from like doing paid speeches, I'm going to be putting into the Child Abuse Awareness Fund. And there will be more information coming about that hopefully soon. So I hope everyone is doing great. I hope to see you Thursday. If not, you guys have a good weekend and try to tune in if you can. Have a good day.